So, itel released two devices, the S25 and S25 Ultra. Yes, they are named like Samsung devices, and the Ultra especially looks the part. But the regular S25 looks like the better deal as it offers almost all of the Ultra features and even some more. And it's the more affordable device. So, yes, the itel S25 offers most of the Ultra features except that it does not have a curved display. But it has some extra features like the headphone jack, a brighter display, and it's more affordable. Plus, if you don't fancy that Samsung look of the Ultra, this is probably the one to get. If you've not seen my review on the itel S25 Ultra, you should definitely check it out. I will leave a link in the description. itel has doubled down on promoting the Ultra but ignored this one for some reason. It doesn't seem like they even sent out review units, so I had to get this one from a retailer. Big shout out to Spectrum Phones. You can pick up one or any other phone from their website, social media, or retail outlets. The itel S25 retails for just $120. That converts to about 204,500 naira. And that gets you arguably the best spec device for the price. I say this because for smartphones in this category, you will find it hard to get something with a 1080p display, much more even AMOLED. So on paper, this is looking really good. You can consider this video as not just a review of the itel S25 but also a comparison with the Ultra, as I'll be referencing how they compare throughout this video. The unboxing experience is similar to the Ultra, minimal packaging but with all the essential accessories except earphones. There is no glass screen protector on this one, but there is a film screen protector pre-installed. We also get a transparent casing. The itel S25 is a fine looking phone, and I'm sure some prefer the fact that it is not looking like a Samsung Ultra phone. While this design is not unique to itel, it does not give off that copied impression. Unlike the Ultra, it has an all-round flat design. The back has matte finish with a nice reflective pattern. It comes in three nice colors itel calls Bromo Black, Mambo Mint, and Sahara Gleam. On the frame, you will notice the headphone jack is present. This is one feature itel removed from the S25 Ultra. It has the same mono speaker setup. On the rear, we have just three rings with one functional main camera. There is no macro cameras here. The ring light also serves as the flash, and unlike the Ultra, this one is only capable of two colors. It works for notifications, comes on for calls, media playback, and charging. You have options to customize it from the settings, but you don't get RGB options. If you fancy that, you will have to go with the Ultra. The IR blaster is also present here. This makes the itel S25 one of the most affordable phones with an infrared blaster. It is also the only phone at this price point with an optical fingerprint scanner thanks to the AMOLED display. Correct me if I'm wrong. The fingerprint scanner works just fine to unlock the device with a nice animation. There's probably no $120 phone with a 120Hz AMOLED display, even brighter than the S25 Ultra or any other budget phone, as it boasts of 1800 nits in peak brightness. The only area it's lacking compared to the Ultra in display specifications is the quality of glass on the display. The Ultra has the tough Gorilla Glass 7i. On the itel S25, there are no specifics on what level of protection is present here, but I'm sure that is of little concern since it's not curved, so it is less prone to damage from drops, and it comes at an entry-level price point. So, a vibrant 1080p AMOLED and proper functioning 120Hz is a steal. Now, I say proper functioning 120Hz because if you saw my review video on the Ultra version, that has a software limitation where you only get 120Hz in the settings app, and everywhere else it's 60Hz, not even 90. That is not a problem here as it is able to switch automatically between 60, 90 and 120Hz as the device requires, making for an overall smoother experience than with the Ultra variant. So yeah, I'm saying exactly what you think. The itel S25 is a smoother phone than the itel S25 Ultra. Let's move on. There is always on display feature, including a standby mode when the device is charging, and you get some options to customize it as you see fit. When it comes to software, we've already established that the UI is fluid and the scrolling is smooth. It is the typical itel OS experience, but this time it is version 14.5, which brings improvements to visuals and some AI features. It of course comes with the usual bloatware apps which can be uninstalled. There is less intrusion when it comes to random notifications from pre-installed applications. The software is packed with multitasking features including Smart Panel and Smart Hub. On AI, the voice assistant Ivana is updated to interact better with the device. It can also summarize a document or a web page on request. There's also the Ask AI feature, which provides more tools helpful for research or when surfing the internet. It is great to see this level of AI integration on a $120 phone. I don't think any other offers this much. itel commits to two major OS upgrades for the S25. Now, while the S25 series is the first time they are officially committing to OS upgrades, I'm sure we still all have doubts if they will live up to this promise. But only time will tell, so we observe and wait. So far, there have been software updates and bug fixes. We only need to wait for how soon Android 15 will come as promised. The itel S25 comes with 8 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of storage. I don't think there are other memory options. You can expand it with an SD card and use dual nano SIM cards. The memory management here is great. It is one of the better I've seen at this price point, so that 8 gigs of RAM is doing a pretty good job. The haptics here provide similar experience as the Ultra. Not the best, but definitely not a bother, especially for what it costs. So, the processor. It is the Unisoc T620 just like with the Ultra. And as much as anyone wants to express dislike for Unisoc, you really have no complaints at this price point. It is one of the better options. Even better than the MediaTek Helio G91 for the most part. For anyone wondering how it fares against its predecessor, the itel S24, it is an all-round better device by a lot. Improved processor, better image processing especially on the selfie, much better display being Full HD, AMOLED and 120Hz. For gaming, while this is not a price point you want to be considering for any serious gaming, it will handle the bare minimum and a little more. It will also offer a slightly better experience than the Ultra since it's more flexible with the screen refresh rate. While I was unable to install Warzone Mobile directly from the Play Store, sending it from another device worked, and it handled the game okay by its standards. But keep expectations low, there will be frame drops if you choose to play it here. You will find more consistency with titles like Call of Duty Mobile and PUBG. On battery, I have no complaints. The itel S25 sports a 5000 mAh battery and the max supported charging speed is 18 watts. I find it interesting that except for the absent macro camera, it sports the same configuration as the S25 Ultra. Some might find it a downgrade from the S24 though, as that had a 108 megapixel camera on its rear. But this 50 megapixel camera does just fine with photos. The processing is good in the right lighting conditions. I experienced some lags with the camera software when used for some time. I did not experience this with the Ultra. The autofocus is also not the fastest and not as responsive as the Ultra. This is how their photos compare. There is not much difference in the processing. It records videos up to 2K at 30 frames per second. There is no 60 FPS option.
Okay, so this is what 1080p 30 FPS video looks like on the itel S25. I think can do 2K 30 FPS as well. That's the maximum it can go, and quality looks decent. Highlights there not very much, but it's a budget phone, so that's expected. But yeah, looks sharp.
The itel S25 is arguably the best value for money when it comes to phones in its price category. It offers features you will barely find on similarly priced phones. The fact that it has a well-functioning 120Hz 1080p AMOLED display is something you don't see often on a $120 phone. I'll argue it's a better deal than the S25 Ultra, seeing that it has mostly the same specifications, except if you want that Samsung look and curved display on the Ultra. It even has the headphone jack. The S25 is not a perfect device and there are areas where it can be improved. The camera software needs optimization to get rid of the lag that happen when used for some time. The autofocus can also be better. I think it's a good upgrade from the S24 and is one of the better choices on an entry-level budget. Feel free to check out my review on the itel S25 Ultra. That is all from me.